Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. We're in Ottawa at the Canadian Aviation and Space Museum and it's cold out there. But that's okay because we're gonna test the new winter tire of BF Goodrich. Car Question, it's a start. Each time I'm on the track, each time I try a new tire, it's strange, but I see this guy. ACP, what's up with you, man?
Things are great, man. And whenever you see tires, I'm glad that you see me because I'm a big tire geek.
Right now, you're one of the BF Goodrich ambassadors, so that's a nice role given to you, but I think it's really related to all your race that you're doing right now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I came to BF Goodrich a long time ago because all the racing that I do, they make the best tires for what I do.
Yeah.
Rally, off-road, desert racing, even Pikes Peak, where I've competed a number of times. They really are the best brand for that. And I enjoy seeing how the technology transfers into street tires for people to test in circumstances like this.
That's a good question. How do exactly these improvement of tire and you bring it to everyday use? How do you exactly do that while you're being a big tire company?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. The funny thing about BF Goodrich is that even though it's a big tire company, in some ways it's a small tire company. So we've seen some of the developments, things that we've learned in racing, go straight into the street tires. Like for example, one of the things that we've done in desert racing or off-road racing for a long time is stagger the edge of the sidewall in order to get traction in deeper things. So you saw that earlier on last year, a couple of years ago, that came into effect on the street all-terrain KO2, where we staggered the sidewalls in order to get traction in deep stuff. That's direct from racing, that's direct technology transfer. And then what we're seeing right now, we're out testing winter tires now, the new BF Goodrich Winter T KSI. They've carried that same idea of the architecture of those stepped sidewalls into the winter tire market in order to give you better traction in deep snow and in transitions between ice and snow when you're digging out of a rut. So that's just a single example of the kind of things that we've learned that you can actually see on the tire. There are certain aspects of the internal construction, the stability of the tire, the compounding of the tire that we've learned through the advances in racing, the challenges of racing. But in terms of architecture that you can point to those serrated shoulders and say that we first started doing that in the Baja.
After that, you've got so many tests that you have to do to really prove that the tire is good. But isn't winter a little bit unpredictable? It's not the same condition. It's always different. How do you achieve a goal? You know, when you want to have the best tire with the best track out there in the snow, on the ice, even on tarmac, you want low noise levels sometimes when you're in everyday driving.
Yeah. So here's the thing, winter is incredibly difficult to drive in. Even if you buy a committed winter tire or put a committed winter tire in your car, as you should in Canada, you can still see a huge variety of conditions, from dry tarmac, wet tarmac, moist tarmac, ice, slush, kind of a slurry. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of snow. There's wet snow, there's dry, dusty snow. One of the things that I really like about the new tire, the BF Goodrich Winter T KSI, is that it was actually developed uniquely for the Canadian market. Yeah. The engineers in Greenville took feedback from Canadians, and I mean, I've been racing on the previous tire, the Winter KSI, in rallies, Personnage, and snowdrift rallies.
Without any studs, huh?
Without any studs, but I cut slots into it. I make sipes. I cut the tire up. Well, I put that architecture on. I put those serrated sidewalls into the KSI in order to get more traction. And now they've added that architecture to the new KSI in order to get more traction. So you're exactly right. There's a challenge of so many different surfaces, so many diversity. So when you're engineering a winter tire, you have to try to break compromises between different kinds of traction. But what I like about this tire, it's engineered for the Canadian market, the unique needs here. You know, Japan has a lot of ice. Winter tires engineered for Japan are really great in ice. Winter tires engineered for Russia are really great in deep snow. But what you want in a tire for Canada is a tire that can handle all all the deep snow, all the ice, all the difficult things, but also perform well on the everyday driving, on the conditions you might see in urban Toronto or even Vancouver in the winter. So it's a real engineering challenge to break those trade-offs, but I think BFG succeeded with just some big thinking.
Okay, now I'm talking to ACP, the race guy, who's doing a lot of tests with the tire. What's your first feeling about this tire when you were on the track?
That's a great question, because I didn't really get to drive this tire until like a day and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what to think. We kind of created this ice course and this snow course, and I went out and did it, and I came back going, holy crap, this is awesome. Because, I mean, we went against the Yokohama Ice Guard IG52C, against the Toyo Observe GSI-5, and those are all excellent tires. Those are all really, really good tires. And for me to go out back-to-back, and I mean, okay, I'm sensitized. I'm a race test driver. Yeah. I'm used to doing this. But I came back with such a clear superiority from the new BF Goodrich Winter KSI that I was like, part of it was a sense of relief, I'll be honest, because anytime a new tire is introduced, you're like, uh-oh, what's it really going to be like? And then just a sense of kind of elation and success. Like, they knocked it out of the park. It's a great tire.
ACP, thank you so much for that input, and we'll follow you, man, with all your races, and can't wait to see you on another racetrack.
Great, appreciate it, man. Thanks very much. You guys are great.
So I'm with Kevin, my winter tire expert of BF Goodrich. Hey Kevin, how is it doing?
Great, thank you.
Kevin, I'm looking at the name WKSI TA, a next generation of the old KSI?
Correct, and it's all new.
Talk to me about the key feature of that new tires.
Okay, well, it's all new tread design, all new casing, all new compound, and it's directional tread design with T speed rating this time.
I'm looking at the tire and I see some key components being brought to this winter technology, but I'll look at the side of the key O2 and right now I'm seeing also the side right there of that new winter tire, which is looking a little bit alike.
Yeah, we've got a serrated shoulder feature that helps us climb out of snowy ruts just like our all-terrain climbs out of muddy ruts. It works the same thing in the snow, so we brought it over.
I also see the difference in the compound. You know, BF Goodrich has been known for this particulate compound of it. How do you get a recipe now to being adapted to a winter tire?
Well, one of the key ingredients is silica, and we've added more of it. That allows us to have a greater operating temperature range so that we can break compromises in both snow and wet performances.
Any other key feature to give you that good and balanced feeling that we really felt on the track when we tested that tire?
Yeah, we've got 3D interlocking sipes in the shoulders, and that really helps with the tread block stability for a better handling performance.
You can also see some summer tire inspiration when I feel the driving of this winter tire. When I'm pushing it into turns, you can feel a great deal of stability.
Yeah, you can see a lot of resemblance to our Comp 2 AS, which is our ultra high performance all season product. Very similar directional tread design with large stable shoulder blocks for that handling.
What's the improvement that you are most proud about when you look at that winter tire?
The exceptional wet performance, greatly improved snow traction, as well as maintaining our dry performances. So we've been able to move the bar on all three key performances that one is usually compromised on, but we've gotten all three.
That's an interesting point because during winter, there's not snow everywhere all the time. You need some time to roll on tarmac. Sometimes it's getting a little bit warmer. Sometimes it's cold, and right now it's really cold, but you can see it's a wet surface down there. So you wanted to make a tire which was the most balanced possible in all those driving conditions?
Yeah, we know 80% of the time Canadians in the winter are driving on either a wet, damp, or dry surface, and so this product excels in the dry and the wet, as well as it has the key performances in snow, ice, and slush, which 20% of the time Canadians are driving in, but that's the most important time that they need a winter tire.
What's going to be the size available for this tire?
Sizes range from 14-inch to 18-inch tires. We're offering 32 SKUs in 2017 with another 6 sizes coming out in 2018, with possibly more coming.
Thank you, Kevin, so much for this tire specification.
Thank you very much.
So there you go, guys. That new BF Goodrich has a lot of new technology in it. We saw it perform against major competitor and we were surprised with the test result. The braking on the ice, wow, that was a big difference. So there you go. I want to know what you think about this tire. What do you think also about winter ice braking, those tests that we done? What tire are you using for winter? Right there in the comment section down there below. Don't forget to do a thumbs up also if you like that video, and subscribe right there in the corner because we have more video for you. See ya another time.